Simon.
Oh, you're back. Finally. I've been going crazy all day waiting to hear from you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ellie, but
I know you had to find Jessie. I'm glad you did. Darling, are you all right?
I'm fine, really.
Well, your mother has been absolutely frantic with worry. I know how thrilled she was to see you.
Jessie hasn't been home yet, actually.
Oh, no, you have to phone Cal up right now. Tell her you're safe.
Well, Simon,
We will. Just gonna give us a little chance to catch her breath.
Oh, all right. What can I get you?
Nothing, thank you.
Well, champagne is in order, I think, to celebrate everything that has happened today. You won't believe it, Simon. So much has finally fallen into place.
Thanks for the lift, Mama.
What do you mean I'm overqualified? I can do the job. Well, what about part-time? Yeah, well, thanks. Same to you, pal.
Boy, am I glad today's almost over. I've just about had it. How'd your day go?
Not much better, I'm afraid.
Spend all day on the phone?
Yeah, well, nobody gave me a job. Either I'm undereducated or overqualified. Maybe they just don't like the sound of my voice.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's the breaks. What went wrong with your day?
Pop really got out of hand.
Sweetheart, I thought you were gonna get dressed.
I can't go.
Oh, now, Pumpkin, come on. Hey, you know you're gonna feel a lot better when you get yourself all decked out. And, Vanessa's already over there dusting the place off for us.
I'm not getting dressed up because I'm not going to any party at the Blue Orchid.
Hey, this is family. Your Uncle Kyle's gonna be there, Maid's gonna be there, and
Yeah,
Sally.
and a million other people all staring at me.
Well, of course they're gonna be staring at you. That's because you're gonna be the prettiest person there.
I die of shame. I've been totally humiliated. I can never go out in public again.
Hey, see here, young lady, look. Carlo Fontini is a liar and a cheat. And nobody is going to believe a single word that he said at that press conference.
Daddy, people, they always believe what they hear on TV. They're gonna think I blackmailed Mr. Fontini into voting for me, that the Samson contest was a fraud.
No, that's...
You don't understand, Daddy. I'm finished. I'm absolutely ruined.
And now, Guiding Light. This portion is...
What are you still doing here? You haven't finished with the files yet?
No, ma'am.
I don't believe it.
Neither do I.
Peggy, you have been working on this all day.
And most of the night, too.
Don't be impudent with me or someone else will be sitting behind that computer tomorrow morning.
Get him tonight. I've had it. Do you know how many files we have? And you want everything cross-checked with the computer, brought up to date, complete with a printout. It's too big a job.
It is crucial. When Alexandra hits us with that audit, we have to be ready.
I'm doing my best.
And I appreciate it. You'll get overtime, and I'll see to a bonus.
I do need the money.
Well, then you'd better get back to work, hadn't you? I'll be at the Blue Orchid if you have any questions.
Some people get to go out tonight and have fun.
No, this won't be fun. Believe me. But it has to be done.
What the hell are you doing with the New Beginnings file?
What? How many times have I told you never to go through my confidential files? How dare you go through my personal papers?
You gave me that file.
I did not.
I swear you did. It was in the step with the others.
And it was a mistake.
I don't know anything about a New Beginnings file.
Forget that you ever did. That file has nothing to do with anyone but me.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I want all that information for the audit on my desk tomorrow morning.
Don't hold your breath. If you're so picky about your damn files, you should make sure the drawer slams shut when you leave.
It was positively delicious. There was that dress designer blowing the whistle on Carl Sampson, Mindy Lewis, and the entire Sampson Girl campaign on national television.
So the contest was rigged?
From start to finish.
See, now, I told you should have won.
Oh, darling, you are well out of the whole thing. The Sampson Girl campaign has been exposed as a fraud, completely devastated.
Well, I'm sure Mindy didn't do anything wrong.
She most certainly did. Aided and abetted by her father and uncle, and now, thanks to Carlo Fontini, everybody knows about it.
Hey, do you want me to take you home now?
No. No, I'm fine. Really, yeah.
A more champagne?
No, thank you, Allie.
Well, you can go, Betty.
Well, I have a message for Master Simon.
Well, for heaven's sake, deliver it.
Maeve Sampson called, sir.
For me?
Uh-huh.
Whatever did she want?
She and her husband are having a dinner party this evening at the Blue Orchid. They'd be very pleased if you'd join them.
Well, the wonders of this day never cease.
Send my regrets, because I am not going anywhere tonight.
Oh, don't be hasty, darling. It might be a very amusing evening.
Those kind of laughs I can do without, Allie.
No, you have to go. The Sampson Lewises suffered a major blow today. They're reaching out to the rising star of the Spaulding family for comfort. Or something. Go see what's up.
I'm busy.
Simon.
And don't say no on account of me.
I'm not. I just don't want to go to a stuffy dinner party tonight.
Oh, just put in an appearance. Test the waters. You must be a little bit curious.
I'm sorry, I
Simon,
can't.
please. For me.
I'll take care of Jessie. I'd love to keep her company for a while, and when she is ready to go home, I will personally see her to her door.
See, I'll be fine, okay? No more trips to the park, too, I promise. Now, don't let your sister down. It's really important, okay? So, go to the party.
You, my dear, could make me have dinner with the devil.
Kyle Sampson comes close. Betty, call the Blue Orchid. Tell Mrs. Sampson that Simon's on his way.
An appearance. No more.
Dressed like that?
I guess not. Okay, I'll go upstairs and change.
Well, if you don't get a move on, Simon, they'll be on dessert by the time you get there. The sooner you go, the sooner you'll get back.
Okay. Well, you promise me you will not disappear again.
I promise.
Okay. I'm off. Presto changeo.
Something's very wrong, isn't it, Jessie? Whatever it is, it's the reason you ran away. The reason you're not ready to go home yet. Can I help?
No. No, I'm fine, really.
You could help me with Simon's surprise.
You have a surprise for Simon?
Oh, it's a wonderful surprise. I've been waiting all day to give it to him.
Well, what would you like me to do?
Share in the celebration afterwards. This surprise will definitely put Simon into a party mood, and you and I are going to take advantage of it.
Well, I would love to, but I probably shouldn't go out tonight. Not if my mom's as worried as you say.
No, I'll call your mother and tell her you're all right, that you're with me. I'll ask her to join us. Meanwhile, you're going shopping. Gloria, tell Joseph to bring the car in.
I have plenty of dresses at home.
Oh, darling, you will need something very special for tonight. Joseph will take you to Mrs. Crown's boutique. I'll phone ahead and tell her that you are to have the most beautiful dress in the shop. On me.
I can't. I can't.
Oh, please, Jessie. Do it to make me happy. To make Simon happy.
Thank you, Miss Spaulding.
It is my pleasure. Believe me. When you're finished at the boutique, you have Joseph stop back here to get me. Then you'll freshen up a little bit, and then we'll go to the Blue Orchid for a lovely dinner. Calla can meet us there.
Okay, and then Simon can just join us after he's finished with the Sampsons and the Lewises.
Well, or we'll join them. Either way, it's going to be a wonderful evening. Not a word to you, no mood.
I think you may be just making too much out of this.
No, my fans will turn against me. They'll tear up my autographs.
No. This whole thing will blow over in a week or two, you see.
Everybody hates me.
Oh, Precious, come here. Nobody. How can anybody hate you? Come on.
Well, what am I going to do?
First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna stop crying. Good. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna let me take care of Mr. Fontini, me and your Uncle Kyle.
How?
Well, first thing we're gonna do is tell the whole damn world that Mr. Fontini is a liar. And then we're gonna sue him for every nickel he's worth. Because what he said about you is vicious slander. And he's gonna pay for it.
It won't do any good. My name is already mud.
No. Don't mess your face up for the party tonight.
I told you I'm not going to that party tonight.
Yes, you are. Hey, you have to walk into the Blue Orchid tonight with your head held high and show everybody that you weren't affected by that press conference in the least.
I can't.
I think Mindy could use your help.
She's upset. She's not the only one. Melinda, stop crying. Everything is going to be all right, I promise.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea that he would be mad enough to do something like this.
Why on earth would Carlo Fontini be angry with you?
My God, he put the make on you, didn't he? And you refused.
He did what?
Is that what happened?
I'm gonna kill him.
He can't keep his paws off anyone, that guy.
This is the man that you've got judging a room full of young women. And Melinda, did you lead him on in any way?
Oh, come on, Kyle, how can you say that?
Did you, Mindy?
Of course not. When I went up to his room, it was just to get this dress.
You went up to his room?
Melinda, Sue, what?
I didn't know that he was up to something. I mean, when he made a pass at me, I nearly threw up.
He's dead.
What happened when you
dead.
went up to his room? What happened?
I told him that if he didn't keep his hands off me, that I would tell my Uncle Kyle Sampson.
Bloody hell.
You told him that I was your uncle?
Of course I did. I had to. Did I do something wrong?
We got a zigzagged ship that'll make you sing. Ruffle zigzagged ridges got zigzag zing. Zigzag zing. Ruffle zigzagged.
He's responsible, I just know it.
Wait a minute, hold what? What are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Down, miserable shame.
Why, what's he done now?
When we left my room to go see Mindy, Huck shows up, bearing gifts, just grinning from ear to ear. Then he made me and Reva sit through that miserable press conference.
Hold it, what are you talking about? What press conference?
You mean you don't know? Remember that designer, Carlo Fontini, from the Sampson Girl pageant?
Yeah, he was one of the judges.
Yeah. We got on TV and he told the world that Mindy blackmailed him into voting for her.
You're kidding. That is the first I've heard of this.
It won't be the last. It's big news. Just as sure as I'm standing here, Huck Shane had something to do with it.
Why do you think that?
Because he's got a pile of money from somewhere. He's got TVs the size of cars, a food processor, and then it's just part of the merchandise he's carting around.
Wait a second. Why would Hawk get involved in something like this?
Are you kidding? He'd sell my soul down the river if he thought there was a buck in it. That's how he gets his kicks. Messing in other people's lives, stirring up trouble. I swear I don't want to see Mindy hurt, Kurt.
I know that. Yeah, she must be fit to be tied right now. She said that Fontini guy was a real creep, but she never told me why. That figures. Part of the course, right?
Mindy did not blackmail him into anything.
I know that. Probably never occurred to Mindy that she would need to. I just can't figure out why she wouldn't tell me something was up with that guy.
I wouldn't even think about it. He was probably coming on to her and she just didn't want to worry.
Yeah, maybe. I'm doing this test patch the floor so I can see if the stain color matches.
Good idea.
Actually, I'm doing it so I won't go nuts. You know, build my house backwards. Makes sense, doesn't it?
I take it things didn't go well when you talked to Mindy.
Oh, no, they went great. I came within an inch of slugging Billy.
Mindy must be pretty upset over this press conference. Maybe you should go be with him.
No, Mindy will be all right. She's got her daddy. He'll take care of her. He always does.
Darling, how could you possibly go up to that Bahamas hotel room?
He promised me one of his originals to wear for the finals.
That's the oldest come on this book.
He designs wonderful things, and I wanted that dress.
I'd have bought you 12 dresses. You didn't need to go to his hotel room.
I can't keep running to you every time I need something, Daddy. I wanted to handle it on my own.
You handled it all right.
What exactly did you say to Fontini when he approached you up in his room?
I told you.
What? Tell me again. Try to remember your exact words this time.
I told him that you were my uncle, and he didn't believe me at first. And then I told him my maiden name was Lewis, as in Samson Lewis, and that if you two ever found out that he had gone after me, that you'd ruin him.
That does it.
Sweetie, why didn't you just come and tell me first?
I didn't need to tell anything. I thought I had taken care of it just fine.
Oh, Melinda, you should have gone to Jackson or to me. We would have dealt with Fontini right away. As it is now,
It's too late?
it may be.
Then I was right. Everything is wrecked.
No. Hey, now, Princess, not everything's right. We're all going to put our heads together here and come up with something, aren't we, gentlemen?
Melinda, I want you to go upstairs and get into your dress. I want you at the Blue Orchid with us tonight.
How can you expect me to go out to some dinner party and pretend like nothing happened?
You have to. We all do. We've got to tough this thing out, starting right now.
I can't. You know, I lost everything today. My husband, my title, my fans.
What do you mean you lost your husband? What? Would you like me to call Kurt?
No, don't.
I know that he'd come to you the minute he thought that you were in trouble.
I don't think he would.
No, I don't think Kurt will be any help to us. I told you he was jealous about the Sampson girl campaign. Well, he's been trying to pressure Mindy into quitting just because she's such a success.
That's what you've been fighting about?
Well, what else is there?
Listen, would you all just go to the party and leave me alone?
No, darling, I'll stay here with you.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Lewis. I'll stay with Mindy.
Nobody has to stay with me.
I do. You go on ahead. We'll be fine.
Well, Maeve is waiting.
Okay, darling, but if you need me, you just call over to the club, okay? Take care of her.
I intend to.
I don't need a babysitter, Jackson.
What you need is a swift kick in the pants. Your family doesn't have a clue, do they?
About what?
About the real trouble between you and Kurt. You haven't told them about the pregnancy clause in the 5-year contract either.
You know, in his own twisted way, he seems to think he did Roxy some big favor.
Sounds like all he really did was upset Kyle Sampson.
And Mindy and Roxy. I don't know, it's just the whole thing's a real mess. I've just about had it with my old man.
Sounds like you've just about had it with every man in Springfield. I mean, Hawk and Kyle and Reed.
Yeah, they do all seem to be making me crazy, don't they?
If I were you, I'd do something about it. I'd like to get rid of all of them.
Well, I'm certainly keeping my distance, that's for sure.
I've just about had it with the good people of Springfield myself. Present company accepted, of course.
Well, didn't have any nibbles at all, huh?
They wouldn't even interview me. I hate to think it, but word must be out about my past.
Well, I haven't told anybody.
I know. But I bet you dollars to donuts Sampson and Reed have.
I guess that's possible.
And if that's the way it is, I don't have a prayer about getting a job in this town. I know two ways about it. I have to be moving on.
I'm sorry to hear that, Kane. I'll miss you.
You don't have to.
What do you mean?
Come away with me, Reva. We can start ourselves a brand new life together.
Blooming Color Shadows by Maybelline, with colors to celebrate in, fall in love in, conquer the world in. Pick one, pick two, pick a bunch. Try something
Smooth doing dishes the Ivory way, and by Crisco oil for fried foods with no greasy taste and for light-tasting salads.
You're not hiding something, are you, India? That's why you blew up. You saw the New Beginnings file out. Nothing here but bank statements from that bank in Los Angeles.
As I said before, we cannot relay any information about the New Beginnings account without written permission of Miss Yvonne Alkine.
Money was transferred from that bank into an account in Switzerland. The Castle Corporation? Never heard of that. A proxy card for the Castle account. What do you know? Chief Operating Officer, the Baron von Holkine.
Warren, I've always wanted to come to the Blue Orchid.
Paula, I can't believe you're here. I'm so glad. It saves me a trip to Cleveland, too. I was going to come and see you next week. Listen, why don't you have a seat at the bar, and I'll be right over to see you, okay?
Oh, I really appreciate your coming tonight. I think I've seated you over here. I'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Maeve, do you know Paula? She's here. I can't believe it.
Yes, of course I do. Warren, could you tell me what time it is, please?
Yeah, it's 6:40.
I wonder what's keeping Kyle.
Well, Carlo Fontini's press conference could have a little something to do with it.
I hope you realize that that so-called judge is a joke. He created this whole scandal for cheap publicity.
Well, it certainly did work, didn't it?
Temporarily. Wait until his invention turns around and bites him. Bites who?
Well, look who's here. India, we were just discussing Mr. Fontini and the Sampson girl scandal.
Must we?
Certainly not. Thanks again for inviting me.
I hope it helps.
It will.
Excuse me, I've got to greet some more guests.
Okay.
What are you doing at a Louis Sampson gathering?
Warren, you know me. Once a party girl, always a party girl.
Yeah. India, what did Maeve mean when she said she hoped tonight works out for you?
None of your business.
Now I know I'm interested.
Oh, control. Warren, your ears are twitching.
And you're looking particularly hungry tonight. I think I know who the main course is.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm. The magical Spaulding. Who else?
Oh, if you mean that Simon's my dinner party, you're right.
With or without Jesse Matthews?
Without. Always without. From now on.
Jesse's perfectly fine, Calla. I promise you. Would I be taking the two of you out to dinner if she weren't? Well, you have to eat, Calla. Everything's going to be wonderful. All you have to do is meet us at Warren's Club in an hour. Dress up, Calla. We're in for a very exciting evening. Oh, you look absolutely stunning.
I still don't know why I'm doing this.
To please me and Jessie.
You didn't send her home by herself, did you?
No, she's on an errand for me. You'll see her later.
Well, you'll tell her I'll be back as soon as I disentangle myself from this dinner party.
You may be staying longer than you think.
No way. I do not belong at a table with a bunch of corporate big shots.
But you do. You're one of them now.
I beg your pardon?
My lawyer delivered this morning.
What is it?
A little surprise for you.
Party of the first part, herewith transfers, heretofore known. This is worse than Greek to me, Allie.
Legalese takes practice.
Well, you care to translate?
It says that you now own 1/3 of Spaulding Enterprises.
What?
It's yours. To do with as you please. No one can take it away from you, ever.
Why did you... How...
I wanted you to have what belongs to a true Spaulding. I wanted to prove that I love you.
But you already did that when you accepted me.
That was words. This is deeds.
But it wasn't necessary.
That's why I wanted to do it.
But it's too much.
It's only what you're entitled to.
I've told you and I've told you, I never wanted your money and I never wanted your corporation. I just wanted you as my family.
Spaulding Enterprises is this family. If you're part of one, you're part of the other. All I did was make it legal.
Well, it's a magnificent gesture. But
Well, it wasn't altruism. I did it for myself, too. I want you involved with me in the business, and so far you haven't been interested. I finally figured out why.
But I told you why.
You weren't connected to Spaulding Enterprises. It wasn't really yours. Now it is.
I can't take it.
It's already yours.
But I don't want it. I don't need it.
You deserve it. You're a Spaulding.
I gotta go.
Oh, sure. You can't keep the Sampsons waiting. We'll celebrate this later. To my brother and business partner, Simon Spaulding.
Dishwashing can make hands feel awful. One reason might be your dishwashing liquid. Some have more harshing feel.
You know, soft cleansers are... Could you hand me that tray? I can't reach it.
Sure.
Yep. So, I wonder what that accusation is going to do to the Sampson Girl campaign.
Well, I can't imagine it'd do it much good. You know, it'd suit me just fine if they scrapped the whole thing.
Might get Mindy home.
Yeah. At least then we'd have a chance to work things out. That is, if Billy wouldn't stick his nose in our business. You know, he's getting to be more of a problem than the campaign is.
What about fathers were supposed to make life easier?
Roxy, there's a big difference between fathers-in-law and fathers. I mean, at least you and Hawk, you know, are blood kin. You've got a bond. That's got to make your love stronger.
Hawk doesn't know the meaning of the word love, and what I feel for him is a lot closer to hate any day.
Roxy, you can't hate your own father.
Oh, but I do. Kids could divorce their parents. I'd be at the lawyer's office right now, signing the papers.
You don't mean
Oh,
that.
yes, I do. I despise the man.
Roxy, we have just managed to stain ourselves into the corner.
That was stupid.
Yeah, it was.
What are we going to do now?
I don't know. Have to wait for it to dry. Should be about an hour, I guess.
Well, I ain't got nothing better to do.
All right. You know what? I would really like to get some shut-eye. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm beat.
That was hard work.
Yeah.
I gave you time to think about the pregnancy clause. I gave you time to discuss it with Kurt. How could you go ahead and sign the bloody contract without even talking it over with him?
Who told you about that?
Roxy did.
Oh, she just doesn't quit, does she?
If she hadn't said anything, I'd still be wandering around in the dark like your family, blaming this whole bloody mess on Kurt. Don't you think it's about time you filled them in on the real story?
Kurt is trying to make me give up being the Sampson girl. You know, he told me I had to choose between my marriage and my career.
You didn't choose your career, did you? God, Mindy, go back to him now.
How can you say that? Don't you think I'm important to the campaign anymore?
I'm not sure there's any campaign left to be important, too. Carlo Fontini's pretty well torn it to shreds.
Well, Daddy said he could fix it.
Oh, stop listening to your daddy and start listening to your husband.
I'm not giving up my job for anybody, especially Kurt.
Mindy, listen to me. Your job may be about to quit you.
It's really that bad?
Even if it isn't. Even if we can salvage the Sampson girl from under all the mud that's been slung. No ad campaign is worth sacrificing your marriage for. Is it?
Kurt's so mad at me. He said he didn't think he'd ever be able to forgive me for this.
You both probably said a lot of things that you didn't mean in the heat of battle. Go back to him now, love. Try again. And keep that famous Lewis temper of yours firmly in hand.
Do you think he'll listen?
Start your first sentence with "I'm sorry," and follow it with "I love you."
Why are you being so nice to me?
It'll pass.
I don't deserve this. I've really messed everything up.
And don't wait for your daddy to fix it. You start now with Kurt.
Thank you.
Do you need a lift to company?
No, Kurt's probably at the house. I could get there myself.
As long as you get there.
I may lose the Sampson girl. I'm not gonna lose Kurt.
Let it go.
You have got to be kidding.
Why? Why, Springfield doesn't have anything to offer us anymore.
Well, what about this mansion I've got here?
Reva, there's a whole world out there waiting for us.
You're serious?
You bet I am.
Ken, I can't leave Springfield. This is where my home is. I have family here.
But you don't have any future here anymore.
Says who?
You know that your past here is nothing but pain and heartache. Don't you want to get away from it?
I never knew running to solve anything.
But it'd give us some space to breathe so that we could start a new life.
I can't even start a life here. Now, how am I supposed to do that someplace else?
You don't have to. I didn't tell you. I did get a job offer.
But you said no one would even talk to you.
Well, it's not here in Springfield. In fact, it's overseas.
You want to leave the country?
Why not? Why not? The pay is terrific. I've even got a cash advance for traveling expenses.
Not more stunt work.
No, there's no risk involved. Just a chance to start over fresh.
Where'd you get an offer like that?
What does it matter so long as the check clears?
Well, it matters to me. Whose check is it?
My boss's. Can we just leave it at that?
Kyle Sampson's behind this, isn't he?
I get more emotion. Sometimes premenstrual syndrome, it's not in your head. The makers of Midol want you to know, for many, a complex biochemical process can trigger those emotions.
I'm tense one minute, weepy the next. Why did this happen to me? Why do I do this?
Because people...
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late, but I stopped at Billy's to see how Mindy was doing.
Oh, how is she doing? She must have been devastated after the press
She
conference.
sure was. Boy, I'd like to hang Carlo Fantini up by his toenails.
Well, I just hope that you and Kyle can settle all of this as soon as possible.
Well,
For
this
Mindy's sake, as well as the campaign.
Yeah.
it's maybe more difficult than we realize.
Simon?
Indy, I didn't think I'd see you here tonight.
Well, I'm your dinner partner this evening.
What are you doing at a Sampson dinner?
Oh, Maeve, my dearest friend. Naturally, she'd invite me.
I thought we understood each other. I don't like being set up, India.
Simon, it's only a dinner party.
We went through this already. If you keep trying to make us something we're not, you're going to get hurt. I don't love you.
I don't give a damn about love. I'm way past romance.
And what do you want?
I want your name and everything that goes with it.
It'll never happen. Because there is somebody I care about. Jesse.
You can still have Jesse. I'm talking about a marriage of convenience.
Jesse is never going to agree to an arrangement like that. Not everybody's as open-minded as you are, India.
Simon, I'm so glad you could make it this evening.
Thank you very much for the invitation, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to bow.
May, would you excuse us, please? Yes, of course. Simon,
Stop it, India. It's gone far enough.
It's only just beginning.
I don't want to fight. I'm not about to let you or anybody else possess me. And that's it.
okay. Kyle Sampson made me the offer. What's the difference?
Damn.
The important thing is it gives me a chance to start over. And I want to do it with you, Reva.
Guess I'm just going to have to settle this thing once and for all.
Don't you see? It's already settled.
Not when he keeps interfering in my
Would
life.
you forget about Kyle Sampson? Just think about us for a change.
There is no us, Kane.
But there will be. With this money and with this job offer, we can leave Springfield and everyone in it behind. It'll just be you and me together.
You can't mean...
I mean, something matched us up under the bridge that night. Destiny. I belong with you now. You belong with me.
Sorry. But you're wrong about that.
I never felt anything more right in my whole life.
No. We don't belong together, not that way.
All right. All right. I'll give you a little time to think about it.
Time won't help. I think you should be getting out of here.
Why? I'm still on your side.
Please. You can stay tonight, but you're going to have to leave tomorrow.
I see. This is what it all comes down to. You're kicking me out.
No. I just think you need a place of your own.
Great. Thanks for nothing.
Kane. We can be friends.
Forget it. I know when I'm not wanted around anymore.
Kane, don't go off mad.
Who can forget the day Cousin Marco came all the way from Rome to visit us?
You look just like your picture, Angela. This is Marco.
What a feast Mom made. And especially for Marco, our favorite.
Down. You're leaving me no choice.
When did you take that?
We make a lovely couple, don't we? I wonder what Jessie would think if she saw us.
You wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't I? Time to redefine our friendship, Simon. You're going to marry me. Well, I'm sure he'd be here.
the coffee.
Sweet and low.
Sorry, Madame's plum ass.
This has been Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney's. Jewelry by Miriam Haskell. Be sure to be with us Monday for another full hour of Guiding Light.